So I'm going to talk about cornerback options for the Minnesota Vikings in the first round of this upcoming draft, pick 12. But before I get to that, earlier today it was announced that the Vikings and longtime athletic trainer Eric Sugarman would part ways, in which case my dumbass was about to get up on this video and do some kumbaya shit. Oh my God, from all the accounts that I've heard, he seemed to have been a really good man that did a really good job. But unfortunately, when you have a new regime come in, even if you're good at your job, they're going to want to see new faces unless you're irreplaceable, such as Keenan McCardell. Why? Because Justin Jefferson likes him, and you want to keep Jefferson happy. But, oh, this is so terrible, Eric Sugarman, how could you? And I think we all collectively felt that way for about 10 whole minutes. That is until former Vikings player Ifeadi Odenigbo tweeted out, Eric Sugarman was not a good man, so whatever narrative you guys think of him, it's been fabricated. Oh, snap. He went on to say, it was my rookie year with the Vikings. I was put on the practice squad during the season. I had a small injury and I wanted to get treatment. So I asked the trainers to see me. Eric Sugarman tells me, quote, I wish I got paid 6 figures to work 3 times a week. Then he proceeded to ignore me. This is one of many stories and encounters people had with him on a regular basis. Which actually got me to thinking, it really contradicts everything we as Vikings fans thought of Sugarman before this came out. Odenigbo, he's a former player. He was right there. Why would he make this shit up? You gotta believe him. Makes me think of Lasso Bear from Toy Story 3. So lovable, so cuddly, so nice, only to be a psychopath. In that case, good riddance. I'm glad you're gone. Now, to get to the cornerbacks that I think could be available for the Vikings at pick 12, and this is all according to the draftnetwork.com's mock draft machine. The first guy that I'm going to name, I've got 3 players that I'm going to talk about. The first guy that I'm going to name, I don't think he's going to be available, but every time I do a mock draft, he's always there. That is Ahmad Gardner, cornerback out of Cincinnati. I personally think he's going to be a top 10 pick, but if he is available at 12, he's a big corner, 6'2", 190 pounds, never allowed a touchdown reception in his collegiate career. That's very impressive. Great football awareness. Really tough to make a play when he's guarding you. Does a good job boxing out his receivers when passes are towards the sidelines. Throwing up the ball against him is the true definition of a 50-50 ball. My only concern here is the level of competition he's gone up against. Playing at Cincinnati, the American Athletic Conference, you're going up against teams like Tulane and Tulsa and UCF all the time. I don't know about that. I would let other teams trade up to go after this guy. Number 2, Trent McDuffie out of Washington. Power cornerback we're talking about. 5'11", 195 pounds. Very physical. His closing speed is exceptional. Not afraid to make plays at or behind the line of scrimmage. And he plays with a level of intensity that I think, quite frankly, this Vikings secondary absolutely needs. I see him being a quality nickel at the next level. And lastly, Andrew Booth Jr. out of Clemson. Very similar to McDuffie in terms of his aggressiveness against the run game and passing game at the line of scrimmage. Although McDuffie is better at making plays in that department, Booth Jr., where he stands out, he's an outside corner. Okay, he's a man coverage corner, especially against the big pass attempts. Very good at locating and making plays on the deep ball. I think Sauce Gardner, he's out of it. I think realistically speaking, if the Vikings do go corner at pick 12, it's going to come down between Trent McDuffie and Andrew Booth Jr., although I don't think you can go wrong either way. I'm not swayed by the combine performances. I think the NFL combine is such a waste of time. Watch the film. Example, there was an offensive tackle that got drafted 2010 out of Maryland, Bruce Campbell. And his NFL combine, oh my God, shooting up the draft boards. This dude, athletic freak, great build. He's an offensive tackle, but his 40 time is right there with any tight end in the league. Oh my God, he's going to be amazing. Got drafted to the Oakland Raiders, lasted for 3 years, played in 19 games, 0 starts. Watch the film. This shit ain't hard. Trent McDuffie or Andrew Booth Jr., I'm good with. Your thoughts in the comments section below. Back at it tomorrow. We'll see you then, baby.